After reviewing over 20 keyboards, I'm starting to really appreciate certain things. Small form to give plenty of space, keycap feel, typing experience, typing volume, and of course, features. I have to say the Gigabyte Aorus K7 is a new personal favourite. I'll note here that the flickering lights you see, that's not an effect. That's how it looks on camera. But that's a sign they're using the old RGB LEDs, so they're not the best quality. But it's one of those keyboards I just really liked using and seeing on my desk. The brushed metal finish is really nice, along with the almost smooth RGB lights. I don't like that they've added the orange trim though. They should just let the lights define the colours. It doesn't have dedicated media keys or a wrist rest, but the keycaps, Cherry MX Red switches, overall sound and typing experience are really nice. For typing experience, it reminds me of the HyperX Alloy, which is a very good thing. Still, it has a Windows lock key, and also a function key with media controls on the F keys. And even launch web and calculator. You can adjust the lighting modes with these keys. It has some good options for that, but the color transitions don't seem as smooth as they could be. That's going to be the quality of the LEDs and also the software. Speaking of software, it looks too small, and it doesn't have too many options either. But that's okay, you can change the colors and what the keys do, giving you the usual functions. And of course it has macro functionality as well. Dimensions of the board are about 43.5 by 15.5 centimeters, and it's fairly low and thin with 2 centimeters at the back. It can be adjusted a bit by these rollers, and underneath it's just plastic, and it has some rubber feet. Be careful of the metal plate though. When I was picking it up, it went on an awkward angle, and actually sliced into my finger. Having aluminium is nice, but Gigabyte, please make sure the edges are smoothed out. I guess this does bring up an issue with Gigabyte products though. They do a lot of great things and try to be cheap, but the build quality just isn't quite there sometimes. I've never had anything like a paper cut from a keyboard before, so I hope that's something they'll look at in the future. I mean, it's great when they're trying to do things at low cost, but it's bad when they cut corners like this, because the corners end up cutting. Anyway, it's an open board design so the lights stand out, and it's easy to clean. No extra ports or anything, so here's a typing sound test. As said, I think these sound really good, and they feel really good to type on too. Just because a keyboard has Cherry MX switches, doesn't mean it's going to be a really good typing experience, but this one is in my opinion. Here's a look at the keycaps. They're quite smooth and about 1.1mm thick. Testing how many keys I can hold down at once? Yeah, pretty much all of them. No problem there. The cable is just a standard rubber and about 1.8 meters long. In conclusion, I've really enjoyed using this keyboard, and other than the color transition, it looks great on my desk. The typing experience is really nice, and it has good features too, but the fact it sliced my finger does concern me about the Gigabyte quality, and for that reason, looking at how the Corsair K70 is about the same price right now on Amazon, I'm not sure I'd be able to recommend this one, even though I prefer the typing experience on it, so it's a tough call. But there were no problems gaming or in use. It's pretty much just the software, color transition, and build quality at times. I think overall the build quality is quite good, just some minor things that aren't as good as other keyboards. You can get around all those problems though, so if the price is okay for you, and you're happy with the function key, then this is a great keyboard to have. I genuinely really like it other than those things. So hopefully someday, they make a 10 key list like this, and add some dedicated media keys. Hope that helps. Big thanks to Gigabyte for sending it out for review, and if you want to help support the channel, I'll leave the usual links in the description. Subscribe, like and share this video, and I'll catch you in the next.